everyone, welcome to a new reading vlog. It has been so long since I've done a reading vlog. We are in a very precarious position right now. I have my lamp here and then I just have like a notebook on top of it and then my camera on top of that, so I'm playing it risky. But I haven't done a vlog in a long time for a couple of reasons, but one of them is I was doing vlogs while I was moving and that was so much fun. I had so much to show you guys and you guys seemed to really like it, and then when I was done moving I was like, well, now I don't really have anything exciting to share with you guys, so I didn't really feel like vlogging. Most of the past little bit has been me trying to get my life together and kind of figure things out and get the motivation that I need in order to get stuff done. I got my edits done and now I actually have a few more to do, but the 1 week that I was going to vlog, I was doing that, so I wasn't really reading, and honestly I haven't been reading, so I'm like, well, how am I going to do a reading vlog when I'm not really reading? And I know that some of you guys just like to see my life, even though it's very mundane and boring, and I'm kind of self-conscious about that because I also know there's some of you who don't really like seeing that stuff, but I kind of fell out of love with vlogging because of that, but it is something that I would really like to get back to. So as I mentioned in a couple of videos that will be up by now, my recent reads video I talked about it a little bit, my most recent one, and then my March TBR I talked about this. So I've got big reading plans for March because I'm 6 books behind on my Goodreads goal, which makes me sad because it is something that I want to accomplish. It's just kind of a personal challenge that I've set for myself. So I have reading to do, so reading vlogs are back. I hope that they're going to turn out how I want them to. I hope you guys will like them, but I'm going to try my best. So today's Monday, obviously you guys know that by now, but I have started the 2 books that I plan on reading this week because I want to read 2 books a week at least, 1 audiobook and 1 physical book, and that will help me to get on track with where I want to be. I'll still be behind, but I know that if I kind of get into motion of reading again, since I've had a very struggle relationship with it, I should be able to get ahead eventually. I'm not really stressed about that. I just want to kind of get like my 9 books that I have to read this month done, if that makes sense. So for my physical read, I am reading All Your Twisted Secrets by Diana Urban. This is an ARC. It comes out this month, actually. I'm not sure of the exact date, the 17th, but it's sort of a mystery thriller story, which is kind of unusual for me, but it is all these different students from different backgrounds get invited to this scholarship dinner, but it ends up being a trap. When they get there, they realize that they have to decide if one of them is going to die or else they all die because there's a syringe filled with poison there as well as a bomb. So the stakes are high. I'm only about 7 pages into it. I haven't gotten the chance to read a ton yet today, but I am going to try and read before bed as well as at night. Wait, no. I'm gonna try and read in the morning as well as at night is what I was trying to say, because that usually helps me to get my pages in, but with getting my puppy Charlie, that kind of complicated things, but now I'm kind of into a groove and a routine more so, which is really great because I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of the reason why I haven't been filming, because it just, obviously a puppy is a lot of work, and learning to handle that as well as get all my stuff done, that was a lot. But I think that I should be able to do my morning and night reading routine, which will definitely help me to get my page count in for the day. And by page count in for the day, I kind of have a little mini goal set for myself to read 50 pages a day. Eventually I'd like to get that up to 100, but baby steps. Now this is my physical read, and it also fulfills my challenge for my TBR for the month of reading an ARC, so that's awesome. And then my audiobook is American Royals by Catherine McGee. This will be my 2nd book that I've read by this author. I read The 1,000th Floor by her, really enjoyed it. This I just started while I was getting ready for the day, and I really like it so far, even though I'm not very far into it, so I feel like I can't really say that I like it, but I like the vibes of it. So it's an alternate history of America where after the Revolution, instead of offering George Washington the presidency, they offer him a crown and he takes it. So now it is the descendants of George Washington the First. He was the first king, and we have 3 siblings who are all in line for the throne. So I think it's going to be really interesting, and knowing her writing from her first book that I've read, I think she's going to do a great job, and this will be a pretty fun read. So this is what I'm up to with reading this week. There's also a new Pokemon game that comes out at the end of this week that I might pick up. I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see. I'm kind of scoping it out since I'm a little bit new to the Pokemon world and Switch and everything, but I feel like that's something I could do while listening to my audiobook. But I've got lots to do this week, as you can see, lots planned, definitely a lot planned for today. So I'm gonna get a little bit more into my to-do list. A lot of that involves planning out videos because I want to have a repertoire of videos ready for if there is a week where I don't feel like vlogging and I'm not really into it for mental health reasons or busy whatever, then I will still be able to get 2 videos up a week because I want to get back to that. So I'm going to go and be productive now. It's a little bit later. As you saw, I made dinner. I made spinach and artichoke gnocchi, and that was a recipe from Half-Baked Harvest. I usually make recipes from just various food blogs that I follow, but Half-Baked Harvest is honestly one of my favorites. I have both of her cookbooks, and I have made so many things from there recently, and I've loved every single one. I don't think there's one thing that I've made that I haven't enjoyed. Her Super Simple cookbook, which is the second one, is my favorite. It's so great because I feel like a lot of times when there are recipes that they say they're quick and easy, they generally aren't, but all of those genuinely are. So that was delicious. But I went through her entire blog. That's what I do. I go through, I find all these blogs, and then I go through all of them and I pin all the recipes that I'm interested in. But I also recently, if you didn't know, by the way, I love cooking. I've kind of become very obsessed with it recently, and I have my Pinterest board and everything, and I constantly am posting on Instagram when I'm cooking. I post it in my story all the time, so if you guys wanted to see, you can follow me there. But a lot of you guys had requested that I include more cooking in my vlogs, so I'm just trying to give the people what they want. But like I was saying, I got a binder. So I got this big old binder to just print out all the recipes that I have online, because I like having my cookbooks, but I also, a lot of the recipes that I do are online only, and this is just a way for me to have them all. And basically what I'm going to do is I print out the recipe when I'm going to make it, and then if I end up enjoying it, I will keep it in my binder. If not, I will end up recycling it. My arm is like shaking right now because I changed, because I went to the gym after dinner, but I was doing arms, so my arm is like, no, this weighs literally nothing, but like I'm dying. But this is what I made. So it's skillet baked creamy pesto spinach and artichoke gnocchi. It was super quick and easy, like a lot of her recipes are, and it honestly, it says it takes 30 minutes, and I think it literally did take 30 minutes. It wasn't very hard at all, but it was delicious. I like the fact that she combined some unique ingredients that I never would think to. But I have a whole bunch of recipes here that I need to put in my binder and kind of organize that. I have little tabs in my binder as well, but since I just made this binder, these are recipes that I had pinned in my Make Again Pinterest board, and I decided to print them out so then I will have them all compiled in one spot. So yeah, this is just going to be like my little personal cookbook to add to my collection. I don't know why I can't speak lately when I'm vlogging, but oh well. Not even just vlogging, but filming in general. But I think I'm going to listen to my audiobook while I do that. I haven't really gotten through a lot of the stuff on my to-do list for the day, which kind of sucks, but a lot of it was video planning, and that is something that I can kind of do closer to, because I find that the video filming process goes a little bit smoother if I wait until closer to. But I'm planning on filming on Thursday, and I'm kind of busy in between then, so I don't know how much time I'm going to have to plan. I don't know. Also, there's a cat back there. I never really acknowledged that. Sputnik is just like wondering what's going on and just staring at me. She loves sitting in my office chair, and it really complicates things. I feel so bad for moving her, but like I need to. So I'm going to listen to a little bit of American Royals while I do this, and then I'm going to take a look at my to-do list, mark off the things that I have actually done, and then see what else I can get accomplished for today, because I think I might have had a little bit too ambitious of a to-do list for the day. Also, the whole reason I was filming from the floor is because I wanted to show you guys I finally got my rug, yay! So this took so long to get to me. I ordered it on Wayfair, and you guys saw in the video when I ordered it, and that was January 27th or something like that. I finally got the rug on February 23rd. It took a month to get to me. It was a lot of back and forth, a lot of chaos. Long story short, I now have 2 of them. But yeah, so this is my rug. I'm super happy with it. It is a little bit smaller than I was expecting, but the problem is this room is kind of awkwardly shaped with all the furniture, so I think that any bigger would be too big, but this is just kind of what I'm going to have to deal with. But yeah, rug. But I do have an armchair that I have ordered that is going right here, so I think that might help the rug look like not as small. But I just put a rug pad under it because I literally like just cut it before filming this because it was sliding all over the place, which is why I hadn't really shown you guys yet. But now it's not gonna slide. I was like slipping and almost falling all the time, but now we are safe. But once my armchair is here, and then I kind of just want to get something for that corner right there. I'm looking for something that I can use as an ottoman, but also put there as like decor. I was just going to get a plant for there, but I think I want something that's kind of like a stool that I can just put a plant on, but then when I want to use it as a footrest when I'm reading in my armchair, I can take off the plant and do that. So I'm still kind of searching for that, but first step is to wait for the armchair to be in. Then I have some pictures to hang, and after that, I think I'm going to be ready to do my office tour, which is exciting. Hello friends, happy Wednesday. I didn't update yesterday. I apologize for that. I didn't do any reading yesterday. It was a day, but today I'm getting back to it. I already have done a fair amount of reading because I had an appointment, so while I was waiting for that, I did reading, and it actually gave me a long time to read, so I'm almost 100 pages into All Your Twisted Secrets. I am not sure how I feel about it yet. It's kind of reminding me more of One of Us is Lying than I would really like for it to. I wasn't a huge fan of that book, so I'm hoping that this will start to get interesting. It's told in alternating timelines, so you have the present when they're locked in that room with the syringe and the bomb, and then you have the past as well. Hello, Charlie. But so far, most of it is the past, which I understand. It's building up to things, but I'm kind of still waiting for that to happen. I think I'll give it about 150 pages, and if I'm still feeling kind of mediocre about it, I might DNF it. We'll see. I'll know if I'm going to continue with it and see it through to the end at like the 150, 200 page mark. But right now I'm actually going to read a little bit more of this. I'm going to sit here with Charlie. We went on a walk earlier and had a great time. He loves his walks, but I'm going to finish my coffee, and then at around 2, I have an alarm set. It's 1 p.m. right now, but I have an alarm set for 2 p.m. and that is when I'm going to go to the gym. And then after that, I'm going to get everything that I need to do today done. I don't think I have too much to do, although the past 2 days, I haven't really gotten stuff on my to-do list done. So I definitely need to get bouncing back to that. Actually, I need to plan the videos that I've been talking about planning for the past couple of days. But now we're gonna have a little bit of reading time while I finish my coffee. Okay, so it is 3 o'clock. I ended up going to the gym at about 1:30 actually. Charlie fell asleep and I was like, well, while he's sleeping, I will head out to the gym. So I went for about an hour. I am back now, but I have a lot to do. But one of the things that I definitely have to do is clean. The kitchen is kind of a mess. Like, I need to sort that out. It's just been a lot of like go because we had Charlie's last training session last night, so I didn't really have time to clean up after dinner, and then this morning I didn't have time to clean up because of my appointment, so it just kind of has all added up to being a mess everywhere, and I have to clean things up, but I also don't really have the time to. But I am going to try and do it really quickly now. I'm going to listen to some of American Royals while I do that. I read some more of All Your Twisted Secrets. I'm on page like 120 or something like that, and I feel like it's kind of starting to pique my interest, but I'm still not fully invested in it and the characters. I kind of wish it was told from multiple perspectives because there are so many characters and I feel like I would like to get their viewpoints as well, but instead we only have the one viewpoint of the character Amber. I also keep on forgetting her name because they like hardly ever use it, but that's besides the point. Right now I'm going to listen to some more of American Royals, which I have been really enjoying even though I'm not very far into it, and clean up and hope that Charlie will be helpful in my cleaning mission, but I doubt that he will. Yup. We are teething still. Good boy chewing what he's supposed to. Actually, we had a vet appointment for him last week and the doctor was like, well, the vet was like looking at his teeth and he was like, oh, he'll start teething next week. And I was like, pardon, you mean he's not teething yet? But he meant like his teeth will actually start falling out and he's not gonna chew us so much. He's going to start chewing the furniture. So just fun things to look forward to. It's a good thing. You're cute. He also is really good. He finished his training yesterday and he finished top of his class. Very surprising. Not that, I don't know, I've never had a dog, but he's very, very smart. He was picking things up super quickly. He knows sit and paw, and he's working on like stay. He's pretty good at that. So yeah, we're just gonna keep practicing with him and then do some advanced training after. And he's just gonna be a smart boy because I want him to be very well trained because I think that's super important. But he is really loving this bone right now. I'm totally procrastinating on cleaning right now, but I also wanted to show you guys, I went to the States this past weekend and I picked up a few books from Barnes & Noble. I haven't been to Barnes & Noble in a very long time, and really the only books that I like to get there are the collectible classic editions, so I did actually pick some up. So these children's ones are the ones that I have the least of, so this is kind of going to be my priority, but I got the new edition of Anne of Green Gables because I just think it's so cute, and yes, I already have it, like literally right there. That's the older one. This is the older one, but I don't know, I just really like the yellow and I just think the illustration is adorable. I think it's empty, buddy. I'm sorry. I got some more of these flexi bound editions because they are some of my favorites. I think the spines are absolutely beautiful. I'm kind of obsessed with them, but I got Persuasion and The Odyssey and Pride and Prejudice. What is this one? Sense and Sensibility. And The Awakening, which is a newer one. And this one I think is also a new one, but that's Heart of Darkness. And then for the big old ones, I just got a couple of them. So I got the Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. It would be helpful if I actually showed you guys them. And then I also got War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. Wow, I struggled so much with saying that because I was thinking about Anna Karenina, so I was gonna say Anna Tolstoy, but I'm hoping that they do Anna Karenina in this edition. Charlie, what are you doing? Come here, come here. Oh, we're so excited. Now I actually need to get tidying up because once I start, it shouldn't take me too long. I think like half an hour, if even, but it's starting. That is the hardest part. It's been about 45 minutes. I'm making progress. The kitchen's mostly clean. The dishwasher is empty. This is kind of why I've been having trouble doing stuff and filming, is because everything takes twice as long because of the little man. Wait. The little man. So he's great, but he also needs to be taken out every hour, and then he like gets into stuff. He's very well behaved for a puppy, but he has developed this habit of just sitting by the door now. So then I think that he has to go out, but we get out there and he just eats rabbit poop because he has no standards. So yeah, I'm trying to clean the kitchen, but I've taken him out twice now. He's sitting by the door again, but I think he's just chilling there. I just don't have the time to go outside and play right now, so we can play inside while I clean. That's fine. So yeah, kind of complicated things. I did make myself a decaf coffee, which I have been drinking. It's in my Who's Its and What's Its Emporium mug that I got at the Disney store. It has Ariel on the one side. It's great, but soon I'm gonna have to make dinner. I'm making chicken parm meatballs, so that should be good, but first I need to finish cleaning. So I have made my chicken parmesan meatballs and I have a little salad here ready to go. This is the recipe. It's from What's Gabby Cooking, and yeah, I'm excited to dive dive in. It smells delicious. This looks delicious, and now I'm gonna douse it in Parmesan cheese because that's who I am as a human being. Yay! So it's about 8 p.m., 8:30 actually, but I'm very sore from the gym. I had my dinner. It was delicious. Super good recipe. Definitely recommend that you guys try it. It's like basically chicken balls with little bocconcini mozzarella balls inside. It was just so good. So that was delicious. But now I am actually going to sit and read because I feel like reading, which hasn't been happening lately, so it's definitely something that I want to take advantage of. There are other things on my to-do list that I had wanted to get done that I didn't end up getting to, but I'm just gonna kind of take it easy and read for right now. But Charlie is sleepy. He always at 8 p.m. is like down for the night. He's like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. So he's just a little sleepy boy, and he's gonna sleep in my legs while I read my book. So a little bit of a reading update before I actually go to bed, because I'm probably gonna do that soon. I did do some stretching, which was lovely. I have been just kind of getting back into going to the gym as much as I used to, and like really working out when I go to the gym, so my body is just so unhappy about it right now. It's like, what's happening? So my muscles have been really tight, and I just did some stretching and I feel so much better. I still am very sore, but I feel a lot better. But let's wrap up my reading for the day. So I got to about a third of the way through American Royals, which is awesome. I'm excited about that, and I am still enjoying it. I'm liking where the storylines are going. I do find that sometimes I get the characters confused a bit, but that just might be a me problem. But it is still a great listen, and I have, I think it said 4 hours and 40 minutes left. Yep, 4 hours and 40 minutes left in the audiobook. Most of my reading that I did today though was actually physical reading, which is so awesome because I feel like it's been a really long time since I've done that. But I read 164 pages of All Your Twisted Secrets, and I am going to stick with it at least for now, see how I feel around the 200 page mark, but I'm probably going to end up sticking with it completely because I do find myself wanting to pick it up and see what's happening. So there is the intrigue, even though it is a little bit slower than I was expecting it to be, but I am enjoying the aspect of kind of putting the puzzle pieces together and everything like that. So now I'm going to make like Charlie, and I'm going to go to sleep. He's so tired. I told you 8 o'clock and he's out. Oh. The drama. I live for it. But I will update you guys again tomorrow. Happy Thursday. So it is almost 1 p.m. and I have exciting news. I finished reading a book, yay! The standards are very low on my channel. If I read a book, I feel super accomplished. Like, that's literally the bare minimum I should be doing. But I ended up reading like 250 pages of this book yesterday because I had more reading time than I was expecting to. And it was just one of those books where I was flying through it because I wanted to know what was happening. The intrigue is where this book really excelled. I liked that it was character driven. However, I feel like I saw some things coming, although the ending I was pretty surprised by. I would say the last like 20 or 30 or so pages, I was very surprised by the twists that were happening. Now, keep in mind, I don't read thrillers or mysteries very often, and I am pretty much always surprised by a plot twist. I never see them coming because I'm not thinking that far ahead. So I was really surprised by it, but I can see why someone who might read thrillers and mysteries constantly would not be, but I still thought it was a really fun thriller overall, and there were some things that happened that I was kind of like, what? But I'll go more into depth in a recent reads video. But yeah, I'm happy to have read it. It was definitely an easy, quick read, and I'm very happy because it's a YA book and it's not a romance. It is contemporary, but it's a thriller, so like I feel like it doesn't count. It's kind of out of the realm of what I have been gravitating towards recently, so I'm very excited that I finished this, and this completed my TBR challenge of reading an arc, so yay! So as far as what I'm going to move on to next, I kind of want to try and complete another one of my TBR challenges. I kind of need to see what's left. the big book that is going to accomplish the kind of two hardest challenges that I have for myself is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. That will be a big book, so a book that's over 400 pages, as well as a fantasy. And those are the two things that I've been struggling with the most lately, but I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I think I want to do one more quick and easy read. So I think what I'm going to try out is Wolf by Ryan Groudon. This has such an intriguing concept, and I think it's going to be a fun, I mean, not really a fun read, but an intense and interesting read rather. So I'm not 100% sure if this is what I'm going to end up picking up, but we shall see. I already have finished one of my 2 books for the week, so the rest of the week I'm going to be focusing on listening to American Royals. I'm feeling really lazy today. What else is new? I'm super tired. Don't really know why, but I'm presently caffeinating, and then I'm going to get to work. I have some writing stuff to do, so that is my priority. Friday. So I got my hair done this morning, which is why it looks like this, but I haven't really been doing a lot. I went to the gym. I did try starting to read a book while I was at the hairdresser, and I'm not going to continue reading it, at least not right now. So I started trying to read All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace, but I just wasn't really getting into it. There was a lot happening and a lot of information being thrown at me, and I just don't think I'm quite ready for a fantasy like that yet. I think I might try with Mistborn first, but Wolf by Wolf is what I had intended to read, but I don't know where I put it. I can't find it anywhere. I've been looking all over the house and stuff, but I seriously have no clue where I put it. Hi, Charlie. Charlie got something fun though. My uncle was nice enough to make a ramp for him because dachshunds can have back issues, so jumping off of furniture is not great for them, and obviously he can't climb it, but we got a little ramp for the couch. So he's still kind of learning how to use it, but he's pretty good. He likes it. We've walked in here a couple of times and he's just on the couch, and I'm like, oh, I guess you do know how to use it, but he needs kind of like the incentive to go up it. Are you gonna go up it now and show off? Come on. No. See, he forgets and then he tries to go up the side, but he's still learning. So I'm actually going to be leaving soon. I'm gonna throw on some makeup quickly, but I'm going to be leaving soon to go to my parents' house because Drag Race is on tonight, so I go over and watch it with my mom on Fridays. So that is what we are gonna do, and hopefully I'll be able to find Wolf by Wolf because I have no clue where it went. Hello, my camera's downstairs, so we're just gonna have to deal with this filming, but I got my armchair. Yay! So I actually just filmed a video sitting in it, so I've got like my whole filming setup and everything, but I did a video that I wasn't expecting to do, so I wasn't fully planned for it, but I think it actually went pretty well, which I'm excited about because usually I need to have more notes or else videos are like all over the place. But my mission for today, actually today and tomorrow, I need to finish American Royals so then I can get my 2 books a week done. I finished the one, now I need to finish the other. Also, I did end up finding Wolf by Wolf. It was like in the corner over here, but American Royals, I need to finish listening to that audiobook. So I think I'm going to try and do some things later where I can do some audiobook listening because I want to get it done and I want to accomplish my goal. I kind of want to see if I can film another video since that video went well, because my last filming day was like atrocious. It was horrible, so I want to take advantage of the good filming while I can, but I don't really have anything planned out and I don't really have anything that I want to film. Like the only other thing that I can think of to film is my bookshelf tour, but like that doesn't even have me in it, and since I have makeup on and my hair is done, I'm like, why not take advantage of that? So maybe I'll do the intro and outro for my bookshelf tour. I don't really know. I'm kind of undecided, but I also kind of want to film stuff in my new chair because it's nice and exciting. I'll show you guys it later when I'm not sitting in it. I just don't feel like getting up right now because I'm a lazy human. What else is new? But yeah, I guess I'm going to kind of go to my filming list, see if I can find anything else that I can film, and if yes, then that's what I'll do. So it's Saturday night. I'm literally exhausted. I don't know why. I'm so freaking tired, and I have been for like the past hour, but it's 10 p.m. now, so I feel like I can acceptably go to bed. And honestly, I think I might just do that. Like, I didn't end up filming another video. I just kind of did some other things. Actually, I made dinner. I made tacos. They were delicious. But I kind of want to clean up the kitchen and stuff because there's kind of stuff everywhere. But I'm also like, I have no energy. I'm so tired. But then I know that tomorrow I will be like, good job, past Hailey, on cleaning it. But I kind of think I might just go to bed. But I also want to listen to some of my audiobook and clean a little bit. I was going to go to the gym tonight, but that's not happening. I'll just go tomorrow. But bottom line is I'm just kind of exhausted. So I don't know if I want to fight through it and try and do things, or if I just want to give up and go to bed, which is like definitely what I want to do. But like, there's stuff everywhere. Like, there's stuff on the floor. You can't see it, but it's there. There's stuff over here. There's stuff here. There's just stuff, and I want to clean, but I also don't think I have the energy. There's also stuff in there. Oh my god, I just haven't been really cleaning today, so it's a mess. But yeah, I am probably gonna go to bed, or maybe listen to a little bit of my audiobook. I don't know. I'll just let you guys know what I did tomorrow. So it is actually time to close out this week's reading vlog. I actually got a lot done, which I'm excited about, and I'm looking forward to getting some more stuff done next week. But to wrap up my reading for you guys, I did end up finishing 2 books, which I'm really excited about. This book is upside down and it was also backwards, but yay! So I had set out at the beginning of the week to finish 2 books this week, 1 audiobook, 1 physical read, and I ended up doing that, and I'm really happy about that. So I'm hoping that going forward, I will still be able to continue this streak. But the one book that I finished that I didn't get the chance to talk to you guys about is American Royals. I finished the audiobook of this yesterday, so I finished it just in time because yesterday was Sunday. I'm actually filming this little wrap up on Monday, but I enjoyed it a lot. It reminded me a lot of The 1,000th Floor. There's just kind of a lot of characters and a lot going on, a lot of drama, but it's political and also royal, and it was a lot of fun to read, even though it was also pretty intense at the same time. So I did like that kind of dichotomy that was happening there, and I don't really know if I will continue with the series. I think I might because of the way that this one ended. I'm interested to see where it's going to go. There was a lot of relationship entanglement, and it was just a really solid kind of Gossip Girl-esque read. So I ended up giving this a 3.75 out of 5 stars, and then the other book I read this week, All Your Twisted Secrets by Diana Urban, I gave a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So before closing out this week's reading vlog, I just wanted to take a moment to thank this week's sponsor, Skillshare. I've taken a few Skillshare classes, and now I've taken one from Saba to Here, which was really cool. That one was about writing and building characters, but the one that I'm taking right now is about productivity and trying to manage my workflow, because working from home, one of the hardest things is to be productive and make sure that I'm constantly being productive and being my own boss. So I'm taking a productivity masterclass. So it's Productivity Masterclass, Create a Custom System That Works, and it is by Thomas Frank, and he's actually a YouTuber as well. So I find his advice very helpful for managing my schedule and figuring out how to be productive, not necessarily in a way where I'll get more done, but I will be more efficient about what I do need to get done, which is super important for me. So this course has been very helpful. I like the fact that I'm taking a different kind of course. I've never really taken a productivity course before, but it's definitely something that I need as someone who is working from home and being my own boss, because that's never an easy thing. The boss always goes easy on me. But if you guys aren't familiar with Skillshare, it is an online learning community. They have all sorts of courses, productivity, writing, like literally pretty much everything that you can think of. If you wanted to learn more, it's great to invest in your education even beyond school, and it's super affordable too, which is one of my favorite things about it. Skillshare is giving away 2 free months of their premium membership to the first 500 people to click the link in my description box down below who want to explore their creativity. Even after those 2 free months are over, it's only around $10 a month to keep going with it, which really isn't that expensive. So thank you very much to Skillshare for sponsoring me today. I hope you guys will go and check them out. So that's going to be all for this week's reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next week with another one. Bye!